Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to the first live edition of the Heat Check. Introducing first, Sencii,
What's going on?
the man, the myth, the legend, and in the other corner, Josyah.
Yeah.
And we are live right here on twitch.tv/theofficial Heat Check for the very first live edition of this show. How you doing today, boys?
Shit, same old thing, different day, same old bullshit at the shop. But I just got another internship, boys.
Ooh.
Got another one of them things. Just got the job literally like 30 minutes ago.
Damn, it was a good day, sounds like.
Oh, yeah.
What's can you tell us where it's at?
So it's with the Positive Coaching Alliance. They're like a nonprofit. They like do a bunch of workshops and stuff for like high school and college coaches and stuff like that. But I applied for digital marketing intern, and then he said I got the graphic design internship. So I emailed him back, and I'm like, oh, I thought I interviewed for digital marketing, but I'll take graphic design. Like I'll do it. I'll figure it out. But like I wanted to do digital marketing. But yeah, I don't know when I start, but I got the offer like 30 minutes before showtime. So
Good shit, bro. Good for you.
Things are going up.
Big things popping, little things stopping. Sencii, what you up to, man?
Same old shit, working, schooling. I got double charged by Ubisoft today, so fuck them.
What'd you get double charged for?
I signed up for like their service where it's like they have a service where you can play like all their games now, even once they get released.
Like
that EA,
yeah,
like that EA shit.
Yeah, it sounds cool, but they double charged me, so they're on thin ice already.
Okay. Well, I've been up to literally nothing new besides. We're live now. We finished season 4. Thought that would never end, but here we are. So on today's show, we'll be having, of course, the first 2 matchups of Superstar Smackdown season 2. We have Logic versus Hopsin coming up, and Beyonce versus Rihanna in the main event, the Battle of the Queens. Yas, Queen.
Yes.
We also got some sports talk and breaking news about 5 hours ago. We have a special guest, independent wrestling referee Jesse Chapman will be joining the call in a little bit. But first, boys, did you watch Hell in a Cell?
Yes, I did. Yeah. Shockingly, I did. I haven't watched a pay-per-view in literally probably like since, what was the one after Mania? I think I watched that one.
Is that
Money in the
Money in the Bank?
Money in the Bank. I watched Money in the Bank. I was probably the last pay-per-view I watched, but I was pleasantly shocked. Just to start out.
Yeah, this is the first pay-per-view I've watched like fully through. Like it like kept my attention, and I watched the matches, which usually doesn't happen.
Yeah, same. I mean, I my new thing is kind of skipping Raw and SmackDown and watching the pay-per-views. I find it a lot easier to watch that way.
Oh yeah, I haven't consumed an episode of Raw or SmackDown, and honestly, I could probably say years, like multiple years.
With how they're doing Retribution, I don't want to watch it. So I guess we'll run down the card real quick, talk a little bit of Hell in a Cell. We started off with the Did you guys watch the pre-show at all?
I did not watch the pre-show.
Nah, I'm not a pre-show guy.
Okay. Well, on the pre-show, the only notable things that happened, they interviewed Mustafa Ali in Retribution. Ali basically said, it doesn't matter that we lose a lot. We're still going to take over Raw, even though we're a bunch of fucking losers. And then he said, MVP, pick any member of Retribution to face any member of the Hurt Business. That's her name, right? Hurt Business?
Yeah, the Hurt Business, yeah.
He said, pick a member from both squads and they'll wrestle tonight. And then in the match on the pre-show, we had Drew Gulak challenging R-Truth for the 24/7 Hardcore KFC Yum Yum Kickoff Show Championship. This is a whole load of nothing. The only notable thing was Drew Gulak punted Little Jimmy into the crowd, non-existent crowd.
No.
And Truth won with a 5-knuckle shuffle and an attitude adjustment. After the match, the 24/7 jobbers came down and chased after R-Truth. Gulag chased after them. Gulag chased after them, and then he went to the kickoff stand and he said, "I hate John Cena. John Cena sucks." And then he ran away. Shout out my pops in the chat with the "What's up, Big Hoss and the boys."
What up?
What's up, Papa Nolting?
What up?
Moving on to the main show. Yes, tonight has it already pulled up. The first match of the night was the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns, the big dog, taking on his cousin Jimmy Uso for the Universal Championship in a Hell in a Cell I Quit match. Basically an extended squash, didn't need the cell. Really good storytelling though. The two guys were going at it for a while, Roman dominating until Jimmy was finally able to get some momentum, doing some dives into the cell on the outside. And it basically was a whole storytelling match of Roman just beating the shit out of Jimmy. Jimmy wouldn't quit. It got to the point where the referee wanted to stop the match, but Roman said no, and he threw the referee out of the ring. And then Adam Pearce and some officials came down to the ring as well, trying to stop it. And Roman said, "You don't stop it. It's an I Quit match. What are you doing?" And then he put Jimmy Uso in the guillotine, and then he tried to kill him by doing his drive-by with steel steps in front of his head, trying to decapitate his cousin. Then out comes Jey Uso. He's like, "What are you doing, man? We can fix this. We're family. We can fix this, Us." And Roman, with the best acting of his career, starts bawling in tears. And he starts crying. He says he doesn't even know who he is anymore. So Jey Uso extends his hand. I might be saying the wrong Usos, by the way, but
no, you're right. Jay was in the match, and Jimmy was the one that came in and helped.
So I was mixed up. So Jimmy extends his hands to Roman to shake his hand, but Roman then puts Jimmy in the guillotine, and it forces Jay to quit on behalf of his brother. So due to that result, the Usos are now under the control of the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. After the match, Paul Heyman looks shook, and Afa and Sika come out, and they put a lay on Roman, and Roman is the Tribal Chief of the family. So what do you boys think of this opening match?
I have finally been won over by Roman Reigns. Finally. It just took about 7 years, but I'm in. I'm all in. Paul Heyman, what a move. What a story move. I think the perfect way to build him as this heel was putting him against Jay. I was skeptical at first, but especially after this match, like you said, it was a great storytelling match. I think it really, really, really showed that Roman I didn't think he was this capable of being a great heel. I didn't see it. I really didn't see it. Like I'm a fan. I've always attached to heels. I feel like that's probably why I never really liked Roman. I always felt like he never had a character, and like this is it right here. He found something. He better keep moving with this. I'm gonna be sad when he's not a heel anymore. But yeah, that's the big takeaway. Roman Reigns has won me over finally.
Tonight.
Yeah, it like makes you think like what took him so long to make him heel? Like he's just killing it right now. And the match was good, and it just, like you say, it was kind of a squash, but it really progressed storytelling. And so much so that I believe you brought up a theory about who might come back, which makes sense.
I was going to bring that up right after we talk about this. But yeah, I like this match as well. What do you guys give us for a rating out of 10?
This match in particular, or Hell in a Cell?
This match.
I gotta say like a 7, just because it's so carried by storytelling. It wasn't like a good match, if that makes sense. Sometimes matches have to be all story because this Roman character is just at the beginning. So I get why they went that route, but like I'd say a 7.
Tonight,
probably the same. I don't know if we're doing decimal 7. 7.5 maybe.
Yeah, I was gonna go 7.5 on this. The story was really good. The match itself was just a squash inside the cell, but very good storytelling by Roman. Leading into it, they made me believe in Jey Uso as a main event guy. So very well done. Probably one of the better things they've done. Like Sinai had mentioned, the theory that I texted you guys after the match is one that I think should happen. So Roman's a tribal chief. He's basically in charge of the entire Samoan family. I'm sure at some point Rikishi's going to get involved, and all the Samoans are going to get involved. But there's one Samoan we haven't seen on TV in a while. His name's Dwayne. And there's been big rumors stirring that Mr. Rock is going to come back to take on Roman Reigns. So why not have The Rock step up and have Roman defend his tribal chief moniker against him at WrestleMania? That's my theory. Either that or have a Samoan named Joe come out of commentary retirement and just beat his ass.
Oh.
Different. I think, Rock Roman at Mania has to make sense, right? I think that's
as long as there's a crowd.
There might be.
There has to be a crowd for that match. They can't be an empty arena. Rock versus Roman.
I don't think Rock would be for it.
As long as it's like, was it like 15% they could do?
Who knows? I mean, this whole virus thing is changing daily, but the rumor is they're going to be having Mania in Tampa again at Raymond James because it's probably not going to be able to happen in LA. If it does happen in LA, I mean, cool, but
the only way it happens in LA if this thing gets settled by that time, which I just don't think.
I think Tampa Bay is more realistic.
Yeah, I mean, Florida's a lot more lenient than California. So
I think by then we'll
right wing.
Is that
the more
yeah.
I think by then at least Tampa Bay will probably have at least 50% capacity, which could work.
Yeah, if you can get 50 in there, nice. I'd say probably Tampa Bay. Tampa Bay is definitely the more realistic option, I think.
Yeah. Moving along to the next matchup, we had a couple of nothing matches here. Jeff Hardy taking on Elias, two new members of the Raw roster. This match was made because Elias came back and attacked Jeff Hardy, and even though Jeff Hardy was cleared and said that, and it was proven that he had nothing to do with it, Elias still believes that Jeff Hardy was the one that ran him over a few months ago. So here we are, Jeffrey Nero Hardy taking on Elias. Elias has a new album coming out. It actually is #1 on the iTunes charts right now. Or I don't know if it is right now, but it was a few days ago. But yeah, this match I didn't pay a lot of attention to. I just know Elias won by disqualification when Jeff Hardy hit him in the back with a guitar. Did you guys watch this match at all?
This is the match that I looked at my phone a lot. I kept it on the TV though. But it's the mid-carder match to fill in for the next great match, just a bridge match. The one thing is like Jeff Hardy looks old as hell, and I love Jeff Hardy. It's sad, but you guys know I'm an Elias guy, so I hope he can emerge from this mid-card what's the word? Purgatory. Mid-card purgatory.
Yeah, so this is what I usually do with the pay-per-views is I just kind of have them on the background. It's kind of what I did for this one. I think it might have been the only match I did it, but I don't know. Yeah, like you said, that storyline didn't make sense because he's cleared. Jeff was proven innocent. I'm just guessing they don't know how to bring back Elias.
Yeah, well,
I mean, this is the route they're going.
Back when Jeff Hardy got framed, they said it was a guy with red hair and tall and pale. It was Sheamus.
No, so why not go after Sheamus? I don't know.
Elias is stupid, I guess.
Yeah.
I didn't watch this match too much, but I'll give it a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 for trying.
I was just about to say it's generous. 3.5.
Ooh.
Tonight?
I like both of them. I'll give them a 6 out of 10.
Oof.
Okay. More generous.
I'm the harsh critic here.
Up next, we have a singles match for the Money in the Bank contract. It's Otis Dosovich defending his Money in the Bank briefcase against Mike the Miz Mizanin. Otis accompanied by his boy Tucky, who was drafted to Raw away from him. Miz seconded by Mr. Jomo, John Morrison, the man who should have won this match, not Miz. I know Sinai likes that.
Yeah.
This was an alright match. I actually watched it. I paid attention. The commentary ruined it. They were talking about how Miz put Otis on a sleeper hold, and all Michael Cole could talk about is how, oh, you can't put Otis in a sleeper hold. He has sleep apnea. Shit like that. Fucking, they're going on about that for a while. But so Miz had the upper hand. John Morrison kept trying to get interference. He tried to hit Otis with a briefcase, but the referee caught him. So the referee sent Jomo out of here. And then as the referee was caught up with that, Mr. Tucker Knight, that son of a bitch, turned on Otis, hit him with the briefcase. Miz looked shocked. 1, 2, 3. The Miz is now Mr. Money in the Bank 2020.
No, he's Mr. Money in the Bank.
No.
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 All right.
Interesting thing to note. This year's Survivor Series will have been 10 years to the day that the Miz cast in on Randy Orton 10 years ago. An interesting note now, the Miz is Mr. Money in the Bank, and Randy Orton is a champion of his brand right now.
Interesting.
Maybe they have Miz Miz is going to cash in and lose.
I don't think so.
Really?
On
who? You think he's going to cash in on Randy and win, though?
I don't. He can hold it until after Mania. That's the thing. Money in the Bank isn't until April. So
he's gonna wait until Mania? That'd be an awful Mania if
listen. Here's my theory, right?
Oh,
Randy Orton's champion right now, right?
Yes, he is.
He's gonna defend against Edge.
Yeah, I agree.
Okay. Edge is gonna get the big win. Next night on Raw, you know who's gonna fuck us over from Edge being champion?
Miz is gonna cash in on Edge.
Yep, night after Mania.
I could see it.
And then send Edge over to SmackDown.
I could see it.
I like Miz. I think he deserves another world title run.
No.
Yeah. All right. At least a few years ago when he was the Intercontinental Champion, when he was having a good run, he deserved it. Maybe not right now.
I think IC title is like perfect for this. Honestly, that's exactly where he should be.
Yeah, Robo Josyah here on the call.
See, the way Alison already said it, but the way I say to make his better, just I don't know, maybe have this like Morrison get involved. Maybe this splits them. Morrison wins over the Money in the Bank, and I'd rather see him as the world champion. I'm a big Morrison stan.
Sencii with the great puns.
Yeah, the wrestling guy.
From our upcoming guest, Jesse Chapman.
No, kayfabe.
Oh, kayfabe. Sorry, CMG, the wrestling guy.
kayfabe.
So, what do you guys think about Tucker turning on Otis when they're on different brands?
I mean, probably like for the best. Like,
do you think they're gonna do anything with Tucker though?
No.
I want y'all to know he was also so his first match after turning on Otis, this big storyline, he was on main event losing to Humberto Carrillo.
Yeesh. It's rough. That sounds like what was gonna happen to him. So,
yeah, I mean, Otis was pretty much already away from him anyways because of the draft. So, but I don't think they're gonna do anything big with Otis anymore.
No, once you lose, I think they knew his heat was dead. So
he had no crowd.
So he's just like, yeah, we're gonna take that briefcase from him.
Does he still have a story with Mandy Rose or not?
No, they moved Mandy to Raw. So the story was that
he's over.
The reason they had this match is because the Miz used his lawyers to get Mandy traded to Raw, and then he used his lawyers to get Tucker drafted to Raw, and then he used them to get a shot at the briefcase.
Nice.
This match,
I'm very WWE.
I'll give this match a solid 6.
Yeah, I can agree.
I'm gonna give it a 5, actually.
COT, the wrestling guy with. I don't think that's how lawyers work. Next up, in my opinion, the match of the night, a Hell in a Cell match for the SmackDown Women's Championship. It's Bayley, the golden role model, defending the title against the boss, Sasha Banks. It's boss time. In the audio recording for Spotify and all that, I'm going to add a boss time soundbite for my Cole. Nice. It's boss time. You can say it even more now because you're champion. This match is good. A lot happened. Way too much for me to go over everything. But essentially, this was the one match that felt like it needed Hell in a Cell out of all three of them. They went all out. Obviously, this was not on the level of their NXT TakeOver matches. It was never going to be on that level. But I thought it was a really good match. Back and forth, a lot of cool spots like the little kendo stick bridge and the. They had
Bailey's failed duct tape.
Oh yeah,
that was awesome.
Bailey had her favorite chair, even though there was chairs under the ring. She only wanted that chair. But the finish came when I believe they had a ladder set up with some chairs in the ring, and Bayley had tried to go for a splash on the Sasha. Sasha moved, and then Bayley went for the Bayley to belly, with Sasha reversed out of that, and then put her in a bank statement with her head in the chair. And just started stomping on the chair and made Bayley tap out.
Yep.
I thought this match was great. I was happy Sasha won. Bayley had already held the title for over 400 days, so I think it was about time we got a different champion. I'm happy Sasha's back in the spotlight because I've always been a Sasha Banks fan. I don't like her as a face in particular, but I'll take what I can get. But I'll give this match an 8 out of 10.
I'm going to go 8.5. I thought they put on a show. I think it was the match of the night, like you said. I think they got a nice mix of the Hell in a Cell violence with storytelling, with they actually wrestled. So I'd say 8.5. Like you said, it's not one of their takeover matches. I just don't think the wrestling is up to par in the main roster compared to NXT. I just don't think it'll ever match up to those classic matches, but I do think I think they stole the show.
Yeah, I went into it thinking it was never going to be the takeover matches, so I think not having those expectations helped it out a little bit.
Yeah.
Tonight?
Well, yeah. Again, best match of the night, so I'm going to give it the best score. I'm going to give it a 9 out of 10. Great story, good way to split them up, good face turn, great wrestling, some great spots. Cool finish. I don't know if anyone else has kind of done that, where they're kind of trying to strangle them with the chair during a submission. Thought that was really cool.
That was a good spot.
Yeah. So I enjoyed it very much.
Next up, we had Bobby Lashley, big beefy man, defending his United States Championship against Slapjack. I know we talked about it before, but what the fuck are these Retribution names?
Yeah.
You got Mace, T-Bar, Slapjack, Reckoning, and Mustafa Ali.
Yep.
Ever since our last episode, Ali has been revealed as the leader of Retribution. And ever since then, they have not won a single match. They have gotten buried by the Hurt Business. This match was a squash. Lashley killed Shane Thorne. And then after the match, Slapjack Mace and T-Bar come in. And they go to jump Lashley. And then the Hurt Business come out to make the save. But before they even get to the ring, Bobby Lashley made his own save and wiped out the entire Retribution team, including Ali. And then when MVP, Shelton Benjamin, and Cedric got to the ring, Ali retreated and said, "This isn't over." Which, of course, the next night they lost the 8-man tag again to Hurt Business with Mia Yim doing some weird shit. Did you guys see that?
I feel like I saw it, but I don't remember the exact act.
Yeah. She was doing some weird fucking spaz shit. But anyways, I would have given this show a solid 10 out of 10 if they put the strap on Slapjack.
Oh my god.
We got CMT the wrestling guy in the chat with, Mustafa Ali is kind of a weird name. And then Rick Train 69 with a showing some love out here in these streets.
Thank you, Rick Train,
yeah.
69.
69.
My boy Ricky. I give this match like a 3. I'll just give it a rating not needed. It was a squash.
All right, thank you. Because I was going to say, is there anything lower than 0?
-5 stars.
NA. I'm NA. That's how I'm gonna.
Up next, it's time for our main event, the match that probably should have swapped with the Universal title match or the women's title match. I think Sasha Bailey should have main evented this show.
Yeah. Honestly.
Going into this match, I was texting you guys and I told you guys with this being the main event, I thought there was either going to be a cash-in or a title change. Boy, was I right. Randy Orton challenging. Go ahead, Sinead.
What?
Hit me with the.
Drew McIntyre.
Fucking Drew McIntyre. Fucking Drew.
Vega, you still owe me money for stealing my gimmick.
Drew has been booked fairly strong since WrestleMania, or since before WrestleMania. He before a month ago, Drew had not taken a single pinfall or submission loss since November of last year. His first pinfall loss was in a tag match against Orton, Ziggler, and Rude a couple weeks ago. So Hell in a Cell here. Drew comes out. Randy jumps him. He's disguised as a cameraman like he was against Edge at Mania. They have a regular match in the cell, and then the door. I forgot how the door got opened. I think Orton was just trying to leave.
Yeah, I think he just bolt cutted it open.
Yes, he had the bolt cutters. And Randy tried to leave, and then Drew followed him out, and Randy went to the top of the cell. We got some cool drone shots of the top of the cell.
That was a very cool shot.
They're brawling up top. They do the crawling down the cage gimmick that Seth and Dean did a few years ago. Drew falls through the announce table. They get back inside the cell. Drew goes for a Claymore, misses. Randy hits the RKO. 1, 2, 3. Randall Keith Orton is now a 14-time world champion and is now tied second place with Triple H for the most world title wins. Of course, first place is John Cena and Ric Flair with 16. Randall is our champion in 2020. I'm a Randy guy, but I don't think he needs the belt right now.
I think I just like, who else are you gonna put it on though? Like who's out there?
You say that, but let's think about this too. Who is there to really challenge Randy right now?
AJ, Fiend.
On the face side of things. I mean, we're obviously going towards a Fiend feud before he gets back to Edge. That is a obvious. But besides the Fiend and Drew, I mean, I guess AJ, Jeff Hardy, Keith Lee, maybe.
Yeah, he's not ready yet.
He's kind of.
I'd like that, but they're not going to do that yet.
He's cooled down a lot since
Yeah.
beating Randy. But this match is all right. I don't think they needed the cell, nor do I think they needed the main event spot. I think that they probably should have shifted it. Put this as the opener, have Roman and Jay as the middle match, and have Sasha and Bailey close the show. I think would have been a better, because you still get that title change to close the show with Sasha. And instead of having a heel kind of shitty ending for the fourth pay-per-view in a row, you have a face winning for once. Also, God, WWE does not know how to book their faces.
They've always had a problem with that, though.
Yeah, they can book heels great, but they can't book faces for shit.
Because it's easy to book a heel.
Oh, yeah. Especially if you're as good at it as Randy is.
True.
Randy's a great... I watched they had the Untold with Randy and Undertaker.
I watched that after.
And Randy talked about how he's always liked being a heel because he's more natural as a heel and it's just something he enjoys doing. He doesn't like being a face.
Yeah.
And yeah, he's really good at getting people to hate him.
Yeah,
that was a good episode. Untold.
It was
Really
definitely
good.
one of the better ones.
Yeah, smart move by the WWE because I usually just check out after a pay-per-view. I actually stayed and checked out the Untold. It was pretty good.
What are you guys giving the rating for this match?
I'm going 7.5.
I was gonna go 7.
Yeah, probably 7.
Okay.
And I mean, it was definitely the right decision because if Drew won again,
I would have been tight.
exactly.
I'm over him.
Like what?
I wasn't a big fan of him winning it in general, but I think you made a good point. Or like when I said that like a few months ago, you're like, yeah, but like if he had fans right now, like
yeah. So here's the thing: when fans come back, I really hope Drew gets another reign because his whole entire reign was with no fans in the arena.
Yeah.
So I really do hope he gets another one, but also let's keep him out of that main event scene for a little bit. You've established you now have a new top face, which is good for them. Keep his momentum going without the title and see where it goes from there.
See, that's hard though. It's hard to like. I think like guys like AJ and like Randy do that well, where like they don't need the title to keep. It's like Rollins does that well. I think.
I want to see AJ versus Drew.
That I'll take that.
That's good.
Especially with AJ having Jordan Ogmabedin or whatever his name is.
Yeah.
His big, tall, beefy black man bodyguard. Altogether, I think Hell in a Cell was a solid show. Probably the best pandemic show they've had, in my opinion.
I think, like, from a match standpoint, probably was. I did like their innovation with Money in the Bank. I kind of tuned out since then, though, so I don't have like the best like judge of it, I guess. Yeah. But I think this one and Money in the Bank compete with each other.
You had go ahead tonight.
Oh no, I was just saying it was good, and yeah, I think it's probably my favorite pay-per-view of this year.
You had a solid, 2 solid Hell in a Cell matches. One great one with the Bayley and Sasha one. Nothing offensive on the mid card. I mean, Slapjack Lashley was not offensive. It was quick enough to get in and get out. Otis Miz is all right. Miz getting Money in the Bank is interesting. Elias Jeff Hardy was kind of your nothing Raw match of the night. But altogether, I think I'd give Hell in a Cell 2020 a solid 8 out of 10.
I'm gonna go 7.5.
I'm gonna go 8.5.
Wow.
Okay. Also for post Raw note or post pay-per-view Raw notes, Survivor Series is Raw versus SmackDown this year. So far, AJ Styles, Keith Lee, and Sheamus have qualified for Team Raw. They beat AJ beat, I believe, AJ beat Jeff Hardy.
Yep.
Keith Lee beat Elias, and Sheamus beat Matt Riddle.
Okay.
And then already announced for the show is your champion versus champion matches, which could always change. But as of right now, it is New Day, Kofi and Xavier versus the Street Profits. We haven't talked about the New Day breakup. We'll talk about that a little later when we do our sports talk. We have Sami Zayn taking on Bobby Lashley. We have Sasha Banks taking on Asuka. And we have Randy Orton taking on the Tribal Chief Roman Reigns. That's your Survivor. No NXT this year on Survivor Series.
Wait, is Roman versus Randy a non-title?
Yeah, it's champion versus champion.
Oh, okay.
It's the Raw versus SmackDown gimmick. All the champions are facing each other. That's why Bobby Lashley's facing Sami Zayn, US versus Intercontinental.
Yep.
But yeah, I thought Hell in a Cell was good. Raw the night after isn't really worth talking much about. I guess the Fiend is feuding with Randy now, but Drew is also still feuding with Randy. So I fully
threat.
Yeah, I'm thinking a triple threat at TLC.
Ooh, I like that.
Thinking.
I would
maybe make that the TLC match.
I'd be all for that.
But otherwise, it'll be interesting to see if Roman and what happens if Roman and the Usos, with the Usos now under Roman's control. Roman has said that if the Usos don't follow what he says, they are exiled from the family. But yeah, that's Hell in a Cell. Yeah, I thought good show. altogether. So without further ado, we have a special guest coming in on this week's episode. Ladies and gentlemen, we have independent wrestling referee Jesse, the ref.
Chapman.
Hey.
What's up, guys?
What's
How you
up,
doing,
man?
bro?
How you doing?
Chilling.
Good answer. All right,
Yes.
so we're putting you on the hot seat this week, Jesse.
Oh, good, man. Ask whatever.
So we got some questions for him, and he will also be joining us for our first Superstar Smackdown episode. But first, Jesse, introduce yourself a little bit to those who don't know you.
My name is Jesse Chapman. I referee mostly in the Southeast. I have gone up as far as Indiana. I've worked with New Japan, Paradigm Pro, Palmetto Championship Wrestling. I trained at the Palmetto Wrestling Academy under Ethan Case, who has worked with pretty much every big name out there. And yeah, I don't know what else to say, man. Just
How'd you get into the wrestling business?
So Ethan wasn't actually my first trainer. My first trainer was terrible. And that was when I was in high school, and it was my senior year. And I would always go to independent shows, specifically this company called Flatline Pro Wrestling out of Grovetown, Georgia. And I would always go to those shows, and one of the other kids there was like, hey, I'm training at this place. And I was like, I'll come check it out. And I went, and the ring was in a backyard, and the canvas was a trash bag. And
Nice.
it was bad, but I was desperate to like get in a ring. And so I did a bit of training there. And like it was bad. Like they had me taking moves before I could bump properly. It was rough. So I didn't stay there very long, and years passed by, and I heard that Ethan Case opened up the Palmetto Wrestling Academy, and Ethan was like one of my very, very favorites on the independents, and it was just an hour away, so it seemed kind of like a full circle type deal. And so I went and trained with him. Originally, I wasn't supposed to train until later, but somebody dropped out of one of the classes, and I took that spot up within like 2 months of another training. So that's how I got into wrestling.
Okay. I don't know if I didn't hear if you mentioned this. How many years have you been doing this?
I trained for over a year because of the COVID stuff. I was supposed to debut back in March, but the company that was going to book me that day canceled their show because that's when all of the Corona stuff started breaking out. And after that, everything kind of shut down in wrestling for a while. And I kept training, and last month was like my first show that I was actually on. Mm-hmm. But I've been helping out with shows for well over a year.
You guys got any questions at all?
So your training in particular is like the actual wrestling, like you're a wrestler, or are you trained to be a referee?
Well, when I first got into training, I didn't want to be a referee. I wanted to wrestle. So I learned how to wrestle first. And it just wasn't really for me. And so I talked to my trainer about it, and I was like, hey, man, like, I think I'm going to quit because, like, I'm not really feeling this. And he talked me into trying something different, and I did, and I just happened to be really, really fucking good at it. And that's what I've been doing ever since. But typically, if someone goes into training wanting to be a referee, at least at our school, because a lot of places don't train referees. They just put a shirt on like a guy in the crowd. But typically, all the referees have to learn how to wrestle first, because one, so we'll know what to watch out for if someone takes a move wrong, we're there for their safety. We have to make sure that they're okay. And two, on occasion, you will be asked to do stuff like take bumps for the guys, and you have to know how to do that. It's important.
So like, what's your your most memorable match that you were a part of?
Probably one of the more recent ones was Anthony Henry. I don't know if you guys know who that is, but he wrestled in Evolve. He was an Evolve tag team champion with JD Drake, and he was with them pretty much until the company closed down. But he's from the same city I am, and he faced this local guy named James Johnson, who I'm good friends with. He also trained under Ethan. And they had a match recently, and it was most memorable for me because, like I said earlier, Ethan Case was my hero. But Anthony was also my hero. Those were the two people that made me want to get into the business. And for me to actually get to ref one of his matches, that was really cool for me personally.
Sencii, you got a question?
Yeah, I was gonna ask you to kind of shoot here. I know you've worked with big guys like Lance Archer.
I was gonna say, you gonna start big timing us yet?
Yeah, I was waiting for the name drops, but I don't know, how was it working with big guys in the business like that?
Yeah, that was really cool. So the story behind that was one of the companies I helped out a lot coming up, and one of the companies that I was supposed to debut back with in March was PWX out of North Carolina. And they have a working relationship with New Japan. New Japan sends over talent, stuff like that. And so I've gotten through that to work with a lot of guys in PWX, like Ren Narita, and Carl Fredericks. I almost forgot his name. And that was really cool. But because of that working relationship, they're doing the New Beginning USA tour. And they had just finished up the Miami show, and the last show on the tour was Atlanta. And Ethan was like, yo, so is anybody down to come help out with this New Japan show? And everybody was like, fuck yeah, what do you mean? It shouldn't even be a question.
Duh.
And so a bunch of us went and helped out. And originally it was supposed to just be we're there to help set up the ring and kind of do whatever, And but the whole trip up there, I was like, man, if I get the opportunity, I'm gonna get fucked up by Lance Archer. That's my plan. And so I was over with Juice Robinson and David Finlay. And I was helping them out with autograph signings that they were doing. And I got called out of the room, and they're like, hey, you're going to be in the guardrails. We need you to be a grip. And what that is it's the person that stands behind the guy with the camera, and they hold the cord for them. So nobody trips up on it. And so I was doing that, and out comes Lance Archer. And I was and he was facing Jeff Cobb that night. Jeff Cobb came out first, then came out Lance. And he was coming down the ring, or the little ramp, and he came around and hit the first guy. And the cameraman in front of me turned around and he goes, stand closer to me so you won't get hit. And I just slowly come out the other way, away from him. And he grabs my face and pushes me real hard. And I bump off of it. And everybody that talked about it afterwards said it looked fucking brutal. I wish that the camera guy got a better shot of it. Because it's all in Japan World. But that was really cool. He really took care of me. I mean, it was amazing. And I mean, that's not the only New Japan guy I've worked with. I mean, I worked with Jushin Thunder Liger, and that was cool as shit too. But that was at PWX before the New Japan show.
Sounds awesome. Hella jealous.
Oh, and we weren't supposed to get paid for that show, but we did, so I can say that I got paid by New Japan. And
Nice.
I was part of the show.
Nice.
Me and Sinai know the story, but you wanna talk about how we met you, how you found CFG streams?
Hell, Ricky, I don't know. I don't remember how. Like, was it YouTube?
I think you commented on one of our YouTube videos, and then you found us on Twitch, and then
Yeah, I think so.
the rest of it was history from there.
Yeah, and then I just slowly became a part of the fold. I big leagued my way into the group.
Some comments from the chat. Mets move LMAO at some of your stories you were telling. And we have a CFG streams in the chat with this Jesse guy is hot. Tell him to be my friend. Thanks.
You hella thirsty.
So yeah, do you guys have any other questions before we move on to the next segment with Jesse here?
You got one?
more. Who is the best wrestler you had dinner with? And there is a right answer.
Okay, so I wouldn't say we have the same answer, but I know whose name you want.
Better say it.
Sinai wants me to say Matt Seidel.
Correct answer.
Yeah, it was after the PWX X16, which is one of their big tournaments for the year. The winner gets a title shot, I believe. And at that point, I hadn't debuted yet. I was just helping out the show. Savannah Evans here screamed at me during a match, and it scared me. But yeah, they had a few New Japan guys over, and they usually have one big surprise for the show. And the New Japan guys, like I said earlier, were Ren Narita and Carl Fredericks, and then they had Matt Seidel there. At that point, I think he was like banned from Japan, though.
Yeah.
And, I mean, no real big mistakes. He didn't slip off the top rope or anything. After the show, we all went and ate at, I think it was Carolina Ale House. And yeah, so I had dinner with Matt Seidel, Carl Frederick, and them. And at one point, my friend Cooper Housley, he went to the bathroom, and Matt Seidel like went in there and just turned the lights off on him and left. I don't know why.
Good old rib.
Yeah, I suppose. That's not like the only time I've heard he's done that to someone either. So I don't know.
As a training referee, who would your Mount Rushmore of wrestling referees be, and why is Mike Posey on there?
I'm going to say this publicly. The only thing worse than reffing Mike Posey was wrestling it. I mean, he's awful.
True.
A Mount Rushmore of referees. I think we have to have Lil Nate on there, Charles Robinson.
Gotta have Lil Nate.
Yeah.
Big fan of his work. This one's more of a recent guy, but I'm good friends with him, so I'm going to put him on there. Tron, D.A. Brewer, he refs in WWE, and he actually really helped me coming up and all. So I'm going to put him on there because he's fucking incredible. He's the best referee I've ever seen. Mike Posey. I don't know, man. It's hard for me to think of people on the spot.
How about Old Man Earl?
I like who?
Old Man Earl.
Hebner.
Earl.
Gotta have somebody selling t-shirts on.
Earl Hebner pissed me off on a fucking Impact show one day, so I got problems with Earl Hebner. Like it was an Impact show, and they were doing this thing where you could go up and meet Earl Hebner and take a picture and stuff. And I went up to him. I think I was like the last in line. And I went up to him, and he was like he had a security guard like fucking stop me like 5 feet away from him. He was like, "What do you want?" It's like, just take a picture and stuff like that. And he was like, "Hurry it up." And I was like, "Oh, shit, okay." And Earl was kind of a dick about it, and I was like, "Okay." Yeah. And then there was a problem I had with a son that's different. It was like supposed to be an NWA tryout. That's what they billed it as, and he was supposed to be leading it, but he didn't even like show up. And so, yeah, that was a big mess in itself. I mean, so none of the Hebners.
You're not tight with
none of the Hebners.
What was maybe Dave? Maybe Dave. I haven't. Dave hasn't wronged me yet.
Would you put Drake Younger up there?
Yes, he's an incredible fucking referee. He's up there too. I think a lot of those NXT referees really are something special.
Yeah.
Okay, I got one I like. I can't remember his name before WWE. He's like Dan Engler now in WWE. I can't remember.
I know who. Yeah, I know you're talking about. I don't.
He was in TNA.
We'll find out. Rudy Charles.
Charles.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
I like Rudy Charles a lot. I'm sure I'm missing a bunch of big names. No, sorry, I got one. Mike Chioda. You can't leave Mike Chioda.
Oh yeah, that's a good point.
That's a good list. I like it.
So give me your Mount Rushmore wrestlers then. Let's do this. One of the hardest lists to ever make in your life.
Hard. Can we separate it by country?
I want to hear all of our Mount Rushmores. I don't think we've done this on the show before. I want to go in the circle here. Start with Jesse.
So before I do this, are we talking like a Mount Rushmore based on who we think the best ever was, or who our favorites are?
Our favorites.
Okay, I know Austin's is gonna be just all over the place.
I'll let you guys go first because I got to think of my fourth.
Mine is Edge, Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero. I gotta put Shawn Michaels, Eddie Guerrero, Edge, Chris Jericho.
Ooh, that's a good one.
I thought you were going for a different Chris there, and I was like, oh.
Oh, he was a hell of a wrestler, though.
Oh, if things didn't end the way they did, he would be like my number one.
So now, do you want to go?
I don't know.
Tajiri,
Matt
Tajiri, Maven.
They announced Maven's coming back to
on the bump,
WWE the bump next week.
Oh, God.
Maven's coming back to WWE. Damn, I don't know. I'd have one guy for sure. I'd have on there's Daniel Bryan.
That's a good one.
I should have.
And then, damn, I have 4 is such a hard list.
No Hulk Hogan? Come on, man.
No, he can stay. He can stay out there.
He's on my Mount Rushmore of racists.
I mean, I think he qualifies for the actual Mount.
We're doing that list next. Yeah. I want to hear the other 3.
Daniel Bryan, probably go Chris Jericho as well. Stone Cold, Cena.
I was gonna put Cena.
Really?
Oh, dude,
he's on the actual Mount Rushmore.
He's on the actual Mount Rushmore, but we're talking favorites here.
I think the actual Be like Hogan, Austin, Cena, and Rock.
Flair gotta be on there.
Okay,
I feel
Hogan,
like it's disrespectful to leave Stone Cold off.
Hogan, Flair, Austin, and Cena.
Hogan, Flair, Austin, Cena. I could agree with that. Yeah.
Because the Rock was a draw, but he was never as big of a draw as Cena and Austin in their primes.
If we're doing all time, the greatest, like the biggest draws, I'm gonna put Bruno Sammartino, Hulk Hogan, Stone Cold, and then John Cena.
That's fair.
Matt Smooth is not a fan of any John Cena related things. He said, "Cena, really?"
Literally, Cena.
He made that fucking money, brother.
Yeah, that's a fact.
He put asses in seats. That's what it's about.
I'm stuck on my last one in terms of favorites. I have Triple H.
That's a good
game.
The game.
I'm on the Mount Rushmore.
I have The Rock because this dude is a clown. I can't not love The Rock.
The only thing to break my statue is a sledgehammer.
Probably gonna go Stone Cold in my third. And I'm kind of like stuck on that fourth one. I want to say Kurt Angle. Probably going to go Kurt Angle just for the sake of time. So, yeah.
I'm going to go with Brian Pillman.
Ooh, nice.
Good pick.
Owen Hart. Eddie Guerrero. And this last one's get me. Probably go Triple H for my fourth.
Not bad list. All good lists. All good wrestlers. Last question before we move on here. One from the chat. Matt Smooth asks, and this is for all of us, who do we think is going to be Vince's next cash cow? Roman.
I mean, they forced it down our throats, but now he's actually delivering.
I was saying, now that the fans like Roman, what's stopping?
I think he was already kind of a cash cow, though.
Okay,
yeah.
That's fair.
Okay, so that's a good point.
Can we count McIntyre?
He had a run like almost 10 years ago, though.
Okay. Next cash cow.
I think it's going to be Adam Cole.
Ooh, I was gonna say that.
Adam Cole's a good one.
Yeah, I think it's Adam Cole. I'm going there. I'm cashing in on that.
I'm gonna change my answer to two. One of them's Adam Cole. The other is Damian Priest.
Really?
I think Damian Priest could be a good draw on the main roster.
I will also get hurt though, because I feel like he was on his way to being that.
Karrion Kross?
No, I'm Tommaso Ciampa.
Oh, it's Tommaso Ciampa. I mean, yeah, but he doesn't want to leave NXT.
That's fair. I wouldn't want to leave NXT either.
Yeah.
Matt Smooth, a big fan of your Adam Cole choices with the Adam Cole Bebe in the chat. And with that, we're going to move on. Jesse, you still want to join us for this Hopsin versus Logic matchup?
Yeah, I'm down, man. I'll
get it.
So
should we explain the rules of
before we do that? Before we move on, though, I know. I talked to Sinai about it, and I kind of want to just bring it up here because I think it's fucking hilarious. Oh, I should have asked beforehand. Am I allowed to cuss on here? Is that fun?
Yes, you are allowed to fucking curse on this podcast.
Oh, fuck yeah. Or some cursing cunts. That's what we are. Sorry. That's overboard. That's probably not even allowed on TV. But
on TV, yes.
But me and Sinai talked about it. I think it was yesterday. I have this friends, and sorry about my dog. I don't know if you can hear him bark, but I have this friend, and I have convinced her to watch wrestling with me chronologically from 1983 till present day. And we started with Starrcade 83. And so far, she hates Dusty Rhodes, and I don't understand it.
What?
What?
She said he talks like an auctioneer, and she hates it.
Oh, I can. I could see that. Okay.
It's so fun to do that.
She's indifferent about Ric Flair.
That's fair.
She likes Ricky Steamboat a lot.
Okay, so like they're all doing their jobs. Like they're getting the reaction that they were trying to get.
Ric Flair's a fucking face at this point. He's
Oh, was he?
So I said, you got to fast track it to Flair.
And so was
Steamboat.
Dusty. Dusty Rhodes was a face.
You guys have a hefty road ahead of you. You started in 1983.
Yeah, I'm fucking excited.
That's
You're doing what I started a few months ago, but I started in 1997
with Taylor or just yourself.
Just myself. I want to do it with Taylor one day, but she needs to get a little more accustomed to current day wrestling. But
like I saw her like the post the little tweet about the show earlier. I was like, who the fuck is that? Then I went to her profile and I saw Austin. I was like, oh.
Yeah, no, I've been watching from 1997. I'm currently in 03, the dark days.
Well, when I first started, because like I started my own little like watch through by myself when the network first came out, and I started from '93 with Raw, and I'm still only in like 2001. So, but I'm a busy dude too.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's so fun for me because the reason I've always wanted to do this is because I've spent my entire life watching wrestling, literally since I was 2 years old in 1997. Matter of fact, I've been watching, and it's just so cool to like be able to watch somebody like watch all these big moments happen for the first time and see their reactions to it and see like who they gravitate to, who they like the most, and who they end up hating. And it's going to be really cool, and I'm really excited about it. So far, we've just watched Arcade 83, and then we watched the 3 shows on the same date after that, which were a WCCW show, a Mid-South show, and a Mid-Atlantic show.
Well, you're going full on with that.
Oh, yeah, we're watching everything.
That sounds tough.
But for Mid-Atlantic, I mean, they're the same people. They were a part of Jim Crockett Promotions at the time, which became WCW. So that's still on kind of following the Starrcade stuff. She hated World Class, and I can't blame her because it's a lot of filler. She kind of likes the Von Erichs, I guess. I'm a Freebird guy because I'm from Georgia. I mean, they're kind of Confederate flags all over the place. Didn't age well. But so far, she's liking the Jim Crockett stuff the most, and I'm really excited to see it. But yeah, let's get to the music stuff. I'm sorry.
Yeah, no, you're good, man. You're good.
No, you're the guest, man.
I sent you the playlist on Twitter. If you do, you have Spotify?
Yeah, I do.
I sent you the playlist right on Twitter. So for those who are new and for Jesse, Superstar Smackdown is a series that we ran last season of the Heat Check. Essentially, we take 2 artists, we take a bunch of their songs, match up against each other, and each song matchup, whoever wins gets 1 point. The winner at the end gets advanced to the championship bracket, where they will face 7 other winners.
So, are we listening to all the songs?
We already voted, but you can like kind of, if you need to take a few seconds to kind of listen to them and see which one you like better. We're gonna basically list off the way it's there is there's 1 Logic song, 1 Hopsin song. That's 1 matchup right there.
Okay.
So, for any new viewers, last season, of course, the winner of Superstar Smackdown, the man who came above 16 or 15 other competitors, was J. Cole. Should we run through the results real quick from last season, Josyah?
Oh, yeah. You know.
I do want to hear these.
So last season.
And I want to give my opinions.
in the qualifying matches, Kanye West defeated Drake.
Yeah, that's fair.
Jay-Z defeated Eminem.
Okay.
Lil Uzi Vert defeated Trippie Redd. J. Cole defeated Kendrick Lamar.
How?
I don't know. It was so close. It was so close.
Michael Jackson defeated Chris Brown.
Yeah.
SpongeBob SquarePants defeated Family Guy.
Yeah, I can agree with that.
The Weeknd beat Party Next Door, and Biggie defeated Tupac.
No, bro. Okay, but I agree with the Biggie defeating Tupac. But the thing was, I was hoping there wasn't a Biggie Tupac, so I could come in and do that one.
Oh, okay. We'll figure out something for you other than this one.
And then to recap, we had so basically the way it works is the winners went into a championship bracket, the losers went into a bronze medal bracket. So in the bronze medal bracket, Round 1, Eminem beat Trippie Redd, Drake beat Kendrick Lamar, Tupac beat Party Next Door, and Chris Brown beat Family Guy. In the semifinals, Eminem defeated Drake and Tupac beat Chris Brown. And in the finals of the bronze medal bracket, Eminem defeated Tupac. And in the championship bracket, the first round, J. Cole defeated Lil Uzi Vert, Jay-Z defeated Biggie, Michael Jackson beat Kanye West, and The Weeknd defeated SpongeBob. The semifinals, J. Cole defeated Jay-Z, and Michael Jackson beat The Weeknd. And in the championship matchup, J. Cole defeated Michael Jackson
in overtime.
In
overtime.
So, without further ado, it's time for the beginning of season 2 and our first matchup.
Who's voting on this shit? How can you put Drake over Kendrick?
It was really close on some of them.
But like, who is voting on it?
It's us 3.
Oh, ridiculous.
So for this first matchup, it'll be myself, Jesse, and Josyah voting, and later on in the second matchup, Sencii will be taking Jesse's place. Sencii, if you want to give any input, you can.
Yeah, let me just put up my Hopsin and Logic
background. Before we get started, I want to throw shout outs to everyone who followed so far. First, you're an asshole. Shout out.
All right, just chilling with Hopsin and Logic.
No way! I was expecting to actually see Logic.
Shout out Sencii for following us.
I'm flipping that shit.
Rick Train 69, Matt Smooth, Tay Nichols, Look I'm Asian 24, Stadio LOL, and Jade Knowlting 1022. Thank you all for the follows. Without further ado, it's time for the first matchup in season 2 of Superstar Smackdown. Hit me with it, Josyah.
Round 1, fight.
All right, so I curated this playlist. So if Jesse has any opinions on my taste in music, let it go, let it out. First matchup is Logic's Hit My Line versus Hopsin's The Purge. I'll be the third vote on these.
I went with The Purge.
Okay.
I'm gonna go with Hit My Line.
Ooh, so I'm going to be breaking a tie right away. I voted The Purge, so it's 1 point to Hopsin. Next matchup, and in the edited version of this show, which is posted every Thursday for those listening right now, I will be adding little sound bites of the songs as we go. Second matchup is Logic featuring Eminem's Homicide versus Hopsin featuring Dax's You Should Have Known. I'm not a big fan of Dax, but I'm basing this off of strictly Logic and Hopsin's verses. If anything, Sencii's background is Dax.
Well, it's Hopsin, Logic, and Dax because there's 3.
Are you Eminem?
Sure.
I went Homicide on this one. I think it's Homicide.
I went You Should Have Known.
Okay, I'm breaking the ties today. I went Homicide on this. So 1-1, tied up.
Me and Josyah just can't agree.
We'll get there.
That was basically me and Josyah all last season. So next matchup, we have Logic's Confessions of a Dangerous Mind versus Hopsin's Ill Mind of Hopsin 7. Now, Josyah, you're not a Hopsin fan going into this. But Hopsin has a series of songs called Ill Mind of Hopsin, basically freestyles that he releases like once a year. They're usually his best pieces of work. For context there.
I could tell because I went with Hopsin 7.
Hopsin 7.
I also went Hopsin 7. So 2-1 Hopsin. Next up, we have Logic's Keanu Reeves versus Hopsin's newest song, Picasso.
I went with the artist out here, Picasso.
I'm going to go Picasso.
I also went Picasso. So 3-1.
I'm going to go Picasso because that was my gamer tag on Xbox.
Mine was Master Yoshi.
Mine was Seat Streets.
On Xbox? I forgot what mine was on Xbox. I know I'm the Shaq Daddy on PlayStation, though.
Still a wonderful name.
Up next, we have Logic's Till the End versus Hopsin's Ill Mind of Hopsin 9.
Till the end.
Till the end.
I also went till the end. So 3-2. Logic is creeping closer. Next up, we have Battle of the Sad Boy Songs. We have Logic's 1-800-273-8255 versus Hopsin's I Don't Want It.
I
Suicide
do
Number.
want to pick I Don't Want It.
I'm going to go Suicide Number.
Yeah, I also went Logic on this. It's an iconic Logic song. It's one of his most popular, most known songs. So
I'll put it this way. Even my dad liked that song, and he hates rap.
all right, tied up 3-3. Up next, we have Logic's Everybody Dies versus Hopsin's Hop Is Back.
I told you I became a Hopsin fan during this, man. The hop is back.
Hop is back.
I went Logic, but you guys got the 2-1 on that, so Hopsin 4-3. Up next, we have Logic's Flexecution versus I Lied Earlier. This is Hopsin's newest song, Kumbaya. I'll start this one. I went Kumbaya.
Flexecution.
Ooh, now I'm the tiebreaker. Kumbaya, my lord. Kumbaya.
All right. Hopsin has the lead that I didn't think he'd have at this point. 5-3. Hopsin's up. Up next, we have Logic's Under Pressure versus Hopsin's Ill Mind 4.
Under pressure.
Under pressure.
Under pressure.
Under pressure. That song's
Hard to beat.
I
Hard to
went
beat.
Ill Mind 4, but only because that's my favorite Hopsin Ill Mind. But 5-4. Logic is now only down 1. Up next, we have Logic's The Return versus Hopsin's Ill Mind 8.
Why is there so much Young Sinatra 4 on this? That album sucked.
Yeah, I told him you need to put more of the new album on there. You need more Under Pressure on there. You
needed more new album, more Under Pressure, and more
Young Sinatra, like the old ones.
Yeah, those two. What was that one called? The True Great Adventure or something like that? That one too. That was a great album.
I tried.
But anyway, he did try. Let's not shit on Austin today.
This is not a CFG stream.
You're not.
Tonight's gone. He's hiding in the trash.
You're not the one we usually shit on. That's
I'm not eating French fries right now.
I can't remember his name right now, but we shit on him. Yeah, Nate.
All right, what are we going on this?
I'm gonna go Hopsin here.
Hopsin.
Really, I went The Return, but another point for Hopsin, 6-4. Up next, we have Logic's 44 Bars versus Hopsin's Ramona.
44 bars.
Yeah, I went 44 bars too. All right, 6-5. Up next, we have Logic's Young Jesus versus Hopsin's Hotel in Sydney.
Young Jesus.
Young Jesus.
I also went Young Jesus. 6-6, we're tied up. Up next, we have Logic's Fade Away versus Hopsin's Tears to Snow. I went Hopsin.
Fade Away.
I'm fading away.
Okay.
It's great. It's good punnage.
Jess, you said Fade Away, or?
Yeah, Fade Away.
It's good
Okay.
punnage.
All right, Logic takes the lead, 7-6. Up next, we have Logic's Every Day versus Hopsin's The Old Us.
Every day.
Hopsin.
I also went Hopsin. So 7-7. Logic's Everybody versus Hopsin's Sag My Pants.
Everybody.
I went Sag My Pants.
I want to preface this pick by saying I thought both of these songs absolutely sucked.
I'm glad you realized the gimmick.
But I did sag my pants, even though I thought both. I had to preface that by saying I don't like either of these songs. If I could not vote on either, I'd vote on either, but sag my pants.
All right, 8-7 Hopsin. Up next, we have Logic's Eciv, or Young Sinatra 4, versus Hopsin's Baby's Daddy.
Can I choose neither?
Young Sinatra 4.
I want Young Sinatra 4 as well.
Well,
So
I guess I'll go Young Sinatra 4 because I want Logic to win.
we are tied up going into the final matchup here. We have Logic's Gang Related versus Hopsin's Ill Mind 5.
I'm going to start this one by saying that I think Gang Related is the best song in Logic's discography. I'm going to go get it.
But I also voted Hopsin because I think Ill Mind 5 is one of Hopsin's best songs in his discography.
Ooh.
Gang Related it is for me because that's an absolute fucking classic.
I get to choose?
Yep,
Wow.
you choose the winner of the first matchup, man.
Wow. Just taking a look at my notes. It's Logic. Gang Related.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, your winner of the first Superstar Smackdown matchup of the season by a vote of 9-8. Logic will advance to the championship round. I kind of expected Logic to win that.
Congratulations.
After a while, I didn't think he was going to win, but
I was looking at it. I was like, "Where's all those good fucking songs?"
I was in a rush, and a lot of his good shit's not on Spotify.
that's actually a fair point.
Yeah, but you had a lot of shit from Young Sinatra 4 when his first 3 records that are on Spotify were really good.
Yeah.
Under Pressure, especially.
Yeah,
Like-
that's the best one.
Like,
I'll
I think
do better for Logic's next matchup, okay? When we get to the championship bracket, I'll do better.
I'll make them.
You wanna?
Yeah, I don't care. You have no idea how much I fucking love music. I'm really happy to be doing this.
Anytime you want to join into this.
Man, if you got time, we got Rihanna, Beyonce coming up. I don't know how you feel about Riri and Beyonce.
I'll do that shit.
All right.
You can
Well,
stay
before
for the
we
whole
get-
show. I don't mind.
Before we get into that, we are doing a little bit of sports talk here.
I like sports as well.
Got some miscellaneous talk, just stream of consciousness. Anything you guys want to talk about? I know Josyah want to talk about the World Series.
Oh,
I want to talk about how I'm so fucking upset that the Atlanta Braves got beat out by the Dodgers.
they're the Clippers. 3-1 on them. Come on, man. But I'm a
upset.
Braves fan, so it wasn't nearly the season that it should have been for the Yankees. So
I don't watch baseball, so
Yeah, not
I
the
only
biggest baseball fan.
pay attention to the playoffs. I'm not like a big baseball guy, but I like to pay attention to the playoffs. Like last night, Holmes was like wheeling and dealing, had like 9 strikes, and then he gets pulled in the 6th inning. The moment he gets pulled, Mookie Betts gets a hit, and they take the lead, and then boom, the Dodgers win.
I only pay attention to my team, so after the Dodgers took us out, I was done.
I honestly respect it so hard.
Well, same. I'm a Red Sox fan. They are trash.
Also, you didn't pay attention
yeah.
at all this year.
yeah.
Don't you have the custom Red Sox Converse?
Oh yeah.
I forgot about that.
Yeah, it's been a while. I don't know if I still have them, but I think they're somewhere.
So I want to talk about some gifts I got for my birthday.
Oh, you
fuck
showed
yeah.
me this.
Yeah,
So these are tough. You guys are gonna like them.
My girlfriend's family got me some. They know I like wrestling, and her stepdad was shocked to find out that I like old school wrestling. So they found me some old WCW action figures.
Ooh,
We
who you
started
got?
with Hollywood Hogan.
Okay.
We got Big Sexy Kevin Nash. Diesel. And we got the Nature Boy, Ric Flair.
Woo!
So
Hell
when
yeah.
I come and do a show over in your state, can I take him out of the box and play with him?
No. Of course, I sent this to everybody, and Gabe had the one up me by showing me he had the whole collection.
Oh yeah, you can't be Gabe in figures.
Let's talk about how the NBA is going. So last time we talked was before the NBA Finals.
Yeah.
We didn't know who was in the NBA Finals yet. Of course, it was my Miami Heat defeating your guys' Boston Celtics. And-
Oh, they're both Boston fans?
Yeah, it's
Yeah,
fucking
yeah. Oh, yeah.
bullshit. It's fucking bullshit.
And then the LA
Hey,
Lakers.
man, my team wasn't even invited to the bubble, so
Are you
Are you a Hawks fan?
Yeah,
I
unfortunately.
fucking love
Even though
Trae
Landon
Young.
boy.
I love
Trae Young is the fucking truth, man. But I'm so scared that another team is going to take him just because we suck.
I think you also trade John Collins for some
Mhm.
like a vet or someone like that. But like,
Yeah, that would be good. I definitely think Cam Reddish is going to do big things too.
he's really good in 2K.
He's good in 2K.
No,
Man.
they made like a 95 Cam Reddish in my team last year, and I swear I always got cooked by him.
Man, when I put like Kobe and Wilt Chamberlain in the custom my league on the Hawks, we do great. You know, I'm upset Falcons because my head's on football right now.
Are you a Falcons fan?
Yeah,
He's a Falcons fan. This is great stuff.
My cousin's actually a Falcons fan. We always talk about it when I go play football.
Sorry, man.
I
Sorry.
don't want to say anything, man.
We
Yo,
can't
my
say sorry right
fucking-
now.
Falcons have had it rough.
my mom
so
is a
sorry.
Patriots fan. Well, now she's a Tampa Bay fan.
All right, so
Oh, yeah,
like
Tom
I'm still a
Brady fan.
Patriots fan, but
Yeah,
I
she's
root for Tom. Like,
Oh yeah, the Bucks are my secondary kind of.
yeah, the Bucks are my secondary team.
I thought after we got our interim coach, when they fired Dan Quinn, that we would be doing okay. That first game seemed really good, and then we went down 1 point on the Lions. So
I almost won money because of the Falcons. I made my first parlay ever in my life, but the Bears fucked it up. Got 3 out of my 4 games.
does anybody want to play me in Madden?
I'm not the best in Madden, but I'll
I have
still
Madden
play.
20. I don't have 20.
I have Madden 21. I PlayStation though. I don't know if you have Xbox.
I'm PlayStation too.
I'm PC.
Oh, okay. So I think it's cross, isn't it?
Master Race, bitches.
Isn't Madden cross-platform? No.
I don't
think
think
yeah.
it is.
Or maybe
Yeah.
I don't think it is on PlayStation.
PlayStation sucks.
Yeah,
I can-
Xbox for the Series X.
I'll Google it. Let me.
Tonight looks a little.
We literally were on NBA and went right to football.
Matt Seidel is on my TV right now. I'm sorry.
Oh. I was gonna mention that the NBA was hoping.
No, it's not crossplay.
The NBA is looking for a return date. They had set Christmas Day, but a lot of players are unhappy with that. Players would prefer MLK Day. Of course, if Christmas Day does happen, the free agency is expected to start 2 days after the draft. But there are a lot of Lakers players, according to Danny Green, who are very upset with the Christmas Day start date because they literally just ended the NBA Finals.
They just got home.
Yeah.
It's like, all right, Christmas Day, like in theory, would be like the perfect start date because you get to end on time for the Olympics. You don't miss too many games because you have to play 70 games to fulfill your local TV contracts.
Well, yeah, so they're talking about doing a 72-game season of the play-in tournament.
I like that. Yeah, they got to keep that play-in tournament. That shit with the Portland Trailblazers and the Memphis Grizzlies, that was money.
Are they still doing the bubble?
No, they're not going to do the bubble.
Yeah, they're most likely going to be doing the arenas, but with no fans.
That's what they should do. But I don't know. I think practically it probably doesn't work to start on Christmas, but as a fan, like for the NBA season to start on Christmas morning, wouldn't that be just amazing? Like,
I mean, Christmas Day is known for NBA games.
exactly.
But apparently, according to Danny Green and other NBA players who have been interviewed and spoken to, NBA free agents have basically already decided where they're going, but they can't officially announce it due to free agency not starting yet.
Oh, that's kind of fire, to be honest.
Teams have been in contact, but players just can't announce where they're going yet because they can't officially sign yet.
Yeah.
But I don't know who are free agents this offseason. Chris Paul, I think.
No, Chris Paul's locked in.
Chris Paul's talking to get traded.
Oh, yeah. Gordon Hayward has a player option.
I know Gordon Hayward has an option. Anthony Davis has an option that he's probably going to exercise his option.
All the good free agents were like last free agency. That's the only thing.
Next year's a good free agency.
Yeah.
The Giannis class.
Let's see. Montrezl Harrell's a free agent. Goran Dragic, Danilo Gallinari, Brandon Ingram's restricted. Fred VanVleet is restricted.
Oh, that's the Van Yeet about to get the
Bogdanovich from the Kings is restricted. Andre Drummond's a player option.
He'll exercise it.
Caldwell Pope, Tristan Thompson, just to name a few guys.
Oh, see you in LA, Tristan. I hear Rondo might be going to the Clippers.
He would be an idiot to go to Clippers.
Yeah, that's the word going around.
He'd be a moron.
Clippers. There's word going around that Chris Paul wants to trade to New York if they can sign Carmelo Anthony.
Ew.
Yeah.
That would be so Knicks. That would be so Knicks.
It'd be so Knicks if they trade like RJ Barrett for Chris Paul.
I'd laugh so hard.
Trade RJ and who's their center?
Mitchell Robinson.
He's
for so
Chris
good
Paul
too.
And Chris Paul and like I don't fucking know who's kind of sub on a Thunder.
Fucking like
Terrence Ferguson.
Terrence Ferguson.
So guys, hockey. Fuck one.
I don't watch it, but on Blackhawks.
The Lightning won the whole thing, right?
Oh no, I don't watch hockey.
You want to talk Snides language? Let's talk soccer.
Hey,
who's your soccer team?
We're all big soccer fans here, right?
Who's your team?
I'm a Ronaldo fan, but I'm not like a fan of a team.
I'm a Man U fan.
Boo. Liverpool FC's the whole way.
Atlanta United FC.
I mean, yeah. they're actually the only Atlanta team that wins, so I would stick by them.
Yeah, we won a championship. Fuck yeah.
And their crowds are actually like insane. They look like, European soccer crowds.
Because nobody in Atlanta has any hope in any of our other sports.
I was about to say you guys really got to prop up Atlanta United.
I call it the curse of Ted Turner.
Oh, that's funny. That's funny.
But in other soccer news, with last week's game, I'm officially last in my Premier League fantasy. So that's nice.
Oh,
I'm last in my football fantasy.
I'm second to last in my fantasy football league that I'm in with Austin.
We're playing this week.
The girl in my fantasy won't talk to me.
Oh.
Mine is my girlfriend. So.
My girlfriend somewhere. She wasn't here. I don't know where she went.
We're having
my girlfriend.
Breaking news. Me and Josyah have decided sometime this season we'll be having a battle of the girlfriends on the show.
She's already agreed.
Are they gonna like?
No, it's gonna be Superstar Smackdown, but with them voting instead of.
I want them to fist fight.
I don't know about that.
I think my money's on Taylor because I haven't seen Josyah's girlfriend.
Yeah, that stems from just for some reason Taylor decided to come into chat and say she was a superior girlfriend the other day.
and I told my girl, and she's like, "What? I don't even know her."
it's all in good fun, but we're gonna have it. We're gonna have it happen.
It's gonna be great content.
Good content. But without further ado,
who's gonna be their tiebreaker?
Sinide. Or his girlfriend, Matt Seidel.
True. I wish.
I'm gonna show up in a fucking wig. I'm Sinide's girlfriend.
Matt Seidel.
I'm Jessina. All right. Well, without further ado, I don't know if you guys want to talk about anything else. We want to jump into this second
thing
matchup. All right.
I'm excited for this.
I'll sit out this one.
You sure?
I'll let you guys vote.
No,
Unless
we can figure it out. Get in this. All right, we'll figure it out.
We'll do the coin flip like we used to.
We'll figure it out.
So this one is Beyonce versus Rihanna, Battle of the Queens. Yas, Queen. This one was curated by Josyah, Shaq Daddy Diesel.
Do we have any Destiny's Child?
Yeah. Come on.
So I'll hit it for you.
I didn't know after the last list. Come on.
I'll hit it for you. Round one. Fight.
So, first matchup. 1 second. Gotta get the playlist up. I only have my winners up. First one is Video Phone versus We Found Love.
I have all my winners written down already, like I did for the last one. So Rihanna.
I got Rihanna in this one as well.
Rihanna.
Sweep. Rihanna.
Nice.
1 point. Riri.
Ape shit versus bitch better have my money.
I like the theme there. The songs with curse words in them. I had bitch better have my money.
Bitch better have my money.
Bitch better, in fact, have my money. I'm going with that.
I'm gonna give some love to Beyonce and say ape shit just cause.
2-0. Riri.
Beautiful Liar versus Rude Boy.
I had Rihanna again.
Yeah, this isn't looking good for Beyonce because I got Rihanna.
Gonna have to take Rihanna, homeboy.
I'm gonna give all the love to Beyonce out here. Beyonce.
He knows how to be in domination the other everywhere else. So 3-0.
Ring the Alarm versus Disturbia.
I had Disturbia.
You're picking songs on names right now. I'm telling you.
No. I'm
These
picking
Beyonce songs
I
are
like
better. They are better songs.
I love Rihanna, man. I'm sorry.
Gotta go Disturbia.
Oh,
We're making Josyah so sad.
It's 4-0 Rihanna.
This is crazy.
This is how sad I would have been if I was there for when Kendrick beat Drake.
When we go off live, I could show you the playlist just to see if you want to like pick it.
Oh no, Kendrick wins every time.
I thought he was going to go off on us.
We'll show you how we voted after we go offline.
Next one. Run the World Girls versus Shut Up and Drive.
I actually had Beyonce on this one for once.
It's crazy. It's crazy.
I actually like the Rihanna song better, but I'm gonna give it to Beyonce because I like the song as well.
So now I'm starting to feel bad.
It's crazy.
I'm gonna go Beyonce.
I literally said Rihanna in my notes. Like I'm not.
All right, well, 4-1.
If it wasn't as dominating,
This next one I had some trouble with, so we'll see how you guys fucking vote it.
Okay.
Ego versus Only Girl in the World.
Did you skip a?
Yeah, you skipped one.
Oh, yep, I did. Sorry, guys.
We'll go back to that after. So stick with this one. I went Rihanna on this one.
Ego.
But it was really close.
This was in GTA 5, so I go with Rihanna.
So sorry.
Waiting on you. I already said mine.
What'd you say? I didn't even hear yours.
He said Beyonce.
Oh, Beyonce. Fuck yeah.
Oh, so it's
Get
fine.
it.
All right, we're gonna do a
Flip
coin.
that coin.
We're gonna do a coin flip then.
Flip that coin. It's gonna.
Somebody call it, and that'll be for their vote.
Head for Rihanna because I want to do that.
Okay, so heads is Rihanna and tails is Beyonce.
Because I want
It is heads. So that's a point for Rihanna. 5-1.
This is fucking bullshit.
Gotta go back to that matchup you skipped.
All right, one second. My phone locked. Baby Boy featuring Sean Paul versus Diamonds.
I had Beyonce on this.
Yeah, same.
We finally agree on some shit. Let's get it.
I'm gonna go Diamonds.
5-2, Rihanna with still a commanding lead.
If you don't vote Beyonce on this one, we are fighting. We are going to throw hands.
Who are you talking to?
All of you.
Everyone.
That is very. You're being very biased as a host right now.
No, because this is Halo versus Love on the Brain. Love on the Brain is a great song, but Halo low-key makes me want to shed a tear sometimes.
Just because I feel like you rigged it, I'm going to go. Never mind, I'm going Halo.
Love on no. Go to Halo. I think it's probably Beyonce's best song. So
Yeah, it is, I think, personally. But
5-3.
the next one is probably the closest matchup to me. Crazy in Love versus Umbrella.
It was close.
Umbrella.
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 Tonight.
I don't like this position that I've been put in. Umbrella.
Crazy in Love just has a close place in my heart. I know I'm voting Beyonce a lot, but I truly like just have a close. Like Crazy in Love got a close place in my heart.
All right, 6-3, Rihanna.
Single ladies versus Ponda Replay.
Single
I
ladies.
had single ladies.
I also had single ladies.
I really like Honda Replay, but single ladies got it for me.
All right, 6-4.
Irreplaceable versus Take a Bow.
Hey,
Take a bow.
I'm gonna have to. No, I need to like give it another listen.
Just saying, growing them the whole time. While Sencii's listening, I'd like to advertise that starting next week on this Twitch channel will be gaming. I'll be starting a WWE 2K20 stream-only universe mode, and Josyah might be streaming some 2K down the line.
I might do some My League if you're going to do some Universe. I'll start a My League maybe.
I want to watch.
So if anyone wants to be in the chat for universe mode, I will invite anybody in the call. That goes for any CFG guys as well if they're still here in the chat.
Does that include me?
Yes.
Fuck.
All right, Josyah, I'm on your side.
By the way, do you guys usually do this podcast on Wednesdays?
Yeah,
starting
Wednesdays at
now,
7.
This is our first time doing it live, but yeah, Wednesdays at 7.
Fuck. Okay.
Well, if you're ever around for any, let me know. You're always welcome.
I'm usually busy on Wednesdays, but I'll let you know.
All right, so
We need a coin flip.
we need a coin flip. All right, so Sencii picked it last time. Somebody else has to call it.
Do it.
Hits.
So it'll be heads for Rihanna, tails for Beyonce. It is tails, Beyonce. So that is 6-5. 9, 10, 11. Yeah, 6-5.
It's that close?
Yeah, 6-5 Rihanna.
It really doesn't feel like it's that close. I feel like you guys keep picking Rihanna. Where am I? Okay. Check on it versus work.
Wait.
Fucking
Work.
hate that song.
Work.
Fucking despise that song.
It has the most annoying cadence, but also has your least favorite artist as a feature.
I need you to
happens to be my favorite
done.
Sencii.
Oh, I said work.
Oh, you did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Work.
Okay. 7-5.
It's fucking ridiculous.
I personally don't think this matchup was close, but we'll see. If I Were a Boy versus 4 or 5 seconds.
I had 4
If I were a boy.
4 or 5 seconds.
4 or 5 seconds.
Boy.
5.
I thought it was gonna go the other way.
I thought so too. I thought I was gonna be the only one voting for 4 or 5 seconds.
Next one. Where we go? Okay. Naughty Girl versus What's My Name?
What's my name?
What's my
Ooh,
name?
nah. What's my name?
Oh,
Yeah.
nah.
9-5.
My regular job. Is that a Pimp My Ride poster? Fucking...
What?
Is that
Me?
Pimp My Ride on your background?
No, that says Be Groovy, man. Wherever it is. That says Be Groovy, man.
It looks like the Pimp My Ride logo.
I'm gonna
It kind of does.
I'm gonna get you a Pimp My Ride poster now for Christmas.
But yeah, I will put that on my wall for real. Where am I?
Myself and I.
Me, Myself, and I versus You the One.
We saw you had a truck, so we made that bitch an aquarium. I'm sorry, what were those songs?
Me, Myself, and I versus You the One.
Me, Myself, and I.
I'll go Me, Myself, and I.
You the one.
I had you to one as well.
Oh,
I'm calling it tails for Rihanna.
she has a nice tail.
It is
oh my God.
tails. So 10-5 Rihanna.
Damn.
Respect women tonight. Jesus.
Destiny's Child's Bootylicious versus Sex With Me.
Bootylicious.
Bootylicious.
I had Rihanna on this.
I'm gonna go Destiny's Child with this one.
Okay, 10-6.
Party featuring Andre 3000 versus Stay featuring I don't even know how to pronounce that. Mikey Echo.
I had Stay.
It's a lot of K's.
Party.
Ooh, okay. Beyonce can still come back. She's only down 3 with 3 songs left, so it's 10-7.
And she has some kind of good ones left too. Sweet Dreams versus Where Have You Been?
I had Where Have You Been?
Sweet Dreams.
I had Sweet Dreams.
Where have you been?
Josyah, call it. You're the only one that hasn't.
Heads.
It is heads. 10-8. The comeback might be real.
Destiny Child's Survivor versus Don't Stop the Music.
This is one of the few I had Beyonce. I had Survivor.
I really like both of these, but I Don't Stop the Music.
What's your vote, Josyah?
Survivor.
All right, 10-9. 1 song left. Beyonce came back from down 10-5.
Formation versus Needed Me.
I had Needed Me.
I have Needed Me.
Formation.
Someone call it. Anybody?
Heads.
All right, heads is Beyonce, tails is Rihanna. Heads, we are tied up 10-10.
Wow.
Let's fucking go!
It's time for overtime. So we're going to pick 1 random song from each.
Yeah, one number for Rihanna, 1 number for Beyonce. Those 2 go head to head, and whatever we vote is the game winner.
Between 1 and 20. So Beyonce will be her 3rd song, Beautiful Liar.
Is Beautiful Liar. Okay.
Rihanna will have her 17th song, 2019-18, which is Stay.
2019-18. Yep. Okay.
So Beautiful Liar versus Stay for the win. I have Stay in that.
Beautiful Liar.
I need a second.
Same. I'm not really a big fan of either.
Me neither.
Yeah.
But I certainly like Beyonce more.
It'd be crazy if Beyonce makes this comeback.
All right, I have mine.
Well, what is it?
What is it?
I'm gonna stay.
I'm gonna stay with Beautiful Liar.
Oh, we got to do a coin. I'm calling it this time. I'm calling heads.
We're doing on a coin flip.
Do you want to do another overtime?
Let's do another overtime. Fucking coin flip.
It's too intense for a coin flip.
Okay, so this next matchup. So we're right now. It is 11-11 in overtime. We're in double overtime. It'll be the 14th Beyonce song, Naughty Girl.
Wait, what was Rihanna's? One more time.
No, so it's Beyonce's Naughty Girl versus Rihanna's number 1 song, We Found Love.
Ooh. 1 second.
Yeah, I'm gonna listen to it real quick, actually. Well, I'm gonna count down, and when we're all ready, I'm gonna count down on 3, and we're all gonna say ours on 1.
Hold on.
I got mine.
What was the Rihanna one?
We Found Love.
Okay.
Okay, are we ready?
Oh.
On 1.
Hold on.
Oh, you're not ready yet? Hold on. We're good. This is the first time we're going to double overtime. Ever.
Okay, I'm ready.
All right. On 1. 3, 2, 1. Rihanna.
Found Love. Oh.
All right. Well,
Yes.
with a score of 12-11
I'm mad I have to make an unbiased decision.
in double overtime.
I forgot about this one.
What?
How unprofessional of me. Yes.
That's getting clipped. Yeah, that's getting clipped.
You deserve it.
That's going on the YouTube channel.
Oh,
With
we
a
know-
score.
do we know what artists we're doing next week?
I will announce it in 1 second. With a score 12-11, double overtime, Rihanna defeats Beyonce to move
Yes, she
on to
does.
the championship bracket. So next week, and Jesse, if you're around next week, you're more than welcome to join us. Next week, if our girlfriends are both available that day, we'll be doing Post Malone versus Tory Lanez.
Okay, yeah, I don't want to do that.
If they are not available, and we have to do a different matchup, that will be replaced with XXX Tentacion versus Juice WRLD.
Oh, I want to make that playlist.
And then the second matchup, so it'll be either or for the first one. The second matchup next week, let's do another big one. It's going to be Nas versus 50 Cent.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Ooh. All right, so if our girls aren't around, I want to do Nas 50 Cent.
Well, no, Nas 50 Cent's going to happen regardless.
Okay, I'll make that playlist anyway then.
If our girls are around, it'll be Tory versus Post, which I'm going to make.
Yes, yeah, I want to
If
do
our
that.
girls are not around, we're doing that one a different day, and that'll be replaced with X versus Juice.
So I
Okay,
have
you
a
can do that playlist still. I'll do 50 Nas in general.
Okay.
Usually, how early do you have like the playlist ready?
Usually the earliest we have is like a
Tuesday.
day before, yeah. Like I made mine like a few hours before.
I made mine yesterday.
Okay, so theoretically,
Okay.
if I can't make it in, which I'm sure I won't be able to because Wednesdays I have to train and coach the kids coming up at the school. Theoretically, if you guys sent me the playlist and I like sent in my answers, could my vote count?
Yeah. Can do that.
Because I really want to participate in these going forward, but I know I won't be able to be here.
If we have an even amount of people like we did today, we'll use yours as a tiebreaker. If we have 3 people, we'll still put your vote in and we'll say what you voted for.
Sounds great.
But anyways, that's going to do it for the first live edition of the Heat Check. Went about as long as I thought it would. I thought we had around 8:30, 8:45. So I guess we'll go around and promote our stuff. Jesse, you got anything you want to promote?
My social medias. If I should have had these ready, I'm sorry. I don't know my own usernames. Okay, so my Instagram is ref Jesse Chapman, all one word. My Twitters is referee J Chapman, and my Facebook is my name. So add me. Let's talk.
Beyonce.
Oh, thank you. Twitch, yeah. This platform right here. I forgot what I had to promote. Twitch.tv/Sencii, Sencii. If you're watching this on Twitch, you can just search bar up there. Search that up. And you can follow me on Twitter at SCNCIID, because on Twitter, you get the D. Bring
You got
me
it
back.
right. You got it right in the live edition.
Yeah.
Good shit.
Yes, first live edition, you got it right.
Didn't choke.
Josyah.
Follow me on Instagram. My first name, JOSYAH_HOWARD11. Go follow.
You're going too fast.
I'll say it again for you. Follow me on Instagram, JOSYAH_HOWARD11. Follow me on Snapchat, JMH_26 spelled out and no hyphen. Go follow my employer, Good Sport Good Sport Today, all one word, on Instagram, on Facebook, on Twitter. And yeah, all those handles don't have the D because you get that on Saniad's Twitter.
I got a couple hefty ones here. You can follow me over on Instagram at AC Knowlting. Jesse, you don't follow me on there. You gotta follow me. Follow me on Twitter, also at AC Knowlting. And you can follow the Heat Check. We are over on various forms of social media. First, our Instagram. We are at the official_Heat Check. We are over on Twitter at, I believe, the _Heat Check. And we are even on TikTok, where we are at the official Heat Check. Follow us right here on Twitch, where we will be streaming these live shows every Wednesday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time, right here on the official Heat Check. We'll also be doing some video game streams as well coming up. You can follow us over on Spotify, SoundCloud, Apple Podcasts, and Anchor. And every Thursday, we'll have the edited version of this show posted up on there for all you beautiful people who don't want to see our beautiful faces or just can't make it to the streams. Otherwise, that's going to do it for this week. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. Again, I'll go through the follows that we did receive today just to kind of rally that up again. We have thank you to Sencii for following us, Rick Train 69, Matt Smooth, Tay Nichols, Look I'm Asian 24, Stadio LOL, and Jay Knowlting 1022, my pops. Thank you all for following the stream. And yeah, make sure to follow all the social medias for any and all updates. And that's going to do it for this week's episode of the Heat Check. Thank you, everyone, for tuning in. I don't have a Craig to kick out, so Sencii, get the fuck out of here.
Aww.
All right, now I'm fucking with you. Later, everybody. That's going to end the stream. Bye.
Peace.
Bye.